We used to have CMDs heading these important companies. They would come for tenures like what, 4.5 months, 6 months. Now, if you have been made, let's say if you were to be made CMD of one of those companies, what would you say? Invest a lot of money in ONP, in ENP? No, you'd say, let me make sure that my quarter-on-quarter profit, that looks better. So I think we started appointing CMDs, and very good ones, for full tenures. It showed results. There is a mindset change, but that mindset change has been backed by the government through what now I'm coming to the main point, the ORD Act. The fact of the matter is that the previous legislation was a what, 1948 vintage. It was not just for the oil sector. It was for mining as well. So whether you wanted to have a mine in Orissa or a petroleum lease, in the Andaman, it's the same law that applied. So insofar as mining is concerned, in 1976 they got a new law, but for petrol leases, we were stuck with the same law. So it's a revolutionary change. But more than the provisions which I brought to happily share with you, we've already put them out a number of times, or the regulations which are being drafted. The defining feature of these is that we didn't do it sitting in Shastri Bhavan. We had widespread stakeholder consultation. My colleagues looked at the best practices in all the other countries, borrowed some from here, borrowed some from there. Then we put out the draft legislation for stakeholder consultation. We still got comments on it. And we incorporated the comment. And I keep telling my friends from BP and Shell who are sitting here, I keep telling them, look, if there are other changes you want, don't hesitate, bring them. Because the Prime Minister's mindset is, we have to change this and we have to do ENP now, because it's part of our overall philosophy, our self-reliance, Atmanirbhar, etc. But we think that with all the fundamental progress we are making, and we made a lot of progress in biogas, biofuels, we've gone to 20%, green hydrogen, great story, but you will still need traditional energy for a long time. For that, you must do ENP. So we brought this act. And even after the act was finally cleared by both houses of parliament, we put the implementing regulations on the net, and we got some changes. We've incorporated those changes, some very major ones. But let me give you a very short few points on how the salient features of the ORDA Act are. I mentioned putting mining and petroleum operations in the same bucket.